Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's first video. We're doing the European outlook for today's first video. So as always on a Thursday, we have a detailed look at the weather for the weekend across Europe. It's going to be one of the coldest weeks for Northern Europe that we've had probably since the beast from the east at the end of winter 2017-18. So yeah, probably the coldest weather around 3 years across much of northern and western and central Europe in the weekend. Going to be pretty severe, and I shall get on with all the detail of that for you in a moment. Just say that the 10 to 14 day update is coming up later on today. That will have all regular features included within it as well. And then tonight you're going to have Snow Watch. Snow Watch is back tonight, giving you all the detail on the risk of significant snow in the UK over the weekend. Right, these European outlooks are YouTube exclusives, by the way, so you will need to be subscribed to our channel. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids and all of that good stuff. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that. Okay, so this is the situation across Europe today. We've got cold air plunging southwards across northern and northeastern parts of Europe through here, with a trough of low pressure over western Russia, blocking area of high pressure in the Norwegian Sea, combining to pull down a very, very cold Arctic northerly wind into northeastern parts of Europe. Conversely, though, across much of southern Europe, it's actually quite mild, even quite warm through parts of the Mediterranean, particularly the central and eastern part of the Med. And we've got low pressure out in the west of Europe. That marks a boundary between milder Atlantic air trying to come in from the west and these cold conditions up to the north and to the northeast. We see all this very nicely with the upper air temperatures. So extremely cold across Scandinavia and into northeastern Europe and western Russia. Bit cold through there. Very warm through many parts of the Mediterranean. A little bit of a midwinter heat wave going on through parts of Med. And they've got this boundary in between through the central and western parts of Europe that's marking the boundary between the very cold air in the north and the warmer air down in the south. Precipitation-wise, there's quite a bit of dry weather around today. We have got some snow showers up across Scandinavia, northeastern parts of Europe. Many eastern parts of Europe are mainly dry. Much of the Med is dry with plenty of warm sunshine. And then out in west it gets more unsettled. So they've got outbreaks of rain, sleet and snow extending up western side of Europe. Significant snow again falling today across parts of Scotland. A real north-south split with these temperatures. Absolutely frozen, freezing cold across Scandinavia and northeastern parts of Europe. Bitter cold through there. The cold just about gets into Scotland. Going further south, temperatures around average, really. Most parts of Ireland, England, Wales, northern France, Belgium, Holland, Netherlands, much of Germany. A bit cold in the north of Germany. And then it gets colder still as we get over towards Poland. The warm days down in the Mediterranean, pretty warm through there in those yellow and orange colours. So I think you see temperatures widening into mid to upper teens Celsius. Yeah, very nice weather down in the Med today. That's how things are looking tomorrow. So this area of low pressure is still across the UK and Ireland. This again marking boundary between these bitterly cold temperatures in the north and the northeast of Europe and milder temperatures down in the south. There's an area of low pressure going across Spain. Could bring some heavy rain through there, and generally just quite a mild southerly wind pushing northwards through Mediterranean. Look at the upper air temperatures again, a bit of a heat wave going on, midwinter heat wave going on in the Med, with very warm upper air temperatures coming out of Africa into Mediterranean, but conversely it's extremely cold again in the north and the northeast of Europe. Precipitation-wise, got heavy showers and thunderstorms breaking out through Spain and Portugal. Band of rain through parts of central France, and then coming into this rain, sleet and snow, primarily sleet and snow actually, up across Scotland. Otherwise, again, there's a lot of dry weather to be had with this bitterly cold weather over Scandinavia. There are some snow showers and snow flurries around, but also a lot of dry, if absolutely freezing cold weather. And then down this eastern side of Europe again, sitting on quite a bit of dry weather, really. In the Mediterranean, away from Spain, mostly dry with plenty of sunshine. Temperatures are getting ever warmer through the Med. We're probably going to be into the low 20s for some parts of Mediterranean, can you believe it? As we go into tomorrow, it's not be at all surprised to see 21, 22, something like Corsica or Sardinia. That's around 70 Fahrenheit. But come further northwards, temperatures are well below freezing. More like minus 21 perhaps for some parts of northern Scandinavia and northeastern Europe as well. Extremely freezing cold in the north. And these colder temperatures beginning to push a little bit further westwards and southwards as well, perhaps, through the course of tomorrow, affecting more parts of Denmark, for example, down into other parts of Germany, northeastern Germany, Poland, Ukraine, becoming ever colder as well. Those cold temperatures definitely begin to expand. And then going to the weekend, we start pulling these bitterly cold easterly winds across Europe as the high pressure takes over. The large blocking feature from Greenland to Norway, that takes over. We start pulling these bitterly cold northern winds at the same time, low pressure developing through west and southwest Europe, and those warm southerly winds being pushed more over towards the southeastern side of the Med. That's how the upper air temperatures are looking tomorrow. So expanding with these extremely cold upper air temperatures from the north of Europe, expanding then westwards and southwards into other parts of Western Europe, begin to affect parts of the UK, for example. At the same time, this warm air from Africa is pushing north into parts of Italy and into southeastern portion of the Mediterranean, starting to become cooler across Spain and Portugal. Mainly dry but freezing cold up in the north, with a few snow showers and snow flows. They've got this band of rain, sleet and snow here. That will be moving from east to west. Actually, it will be primarily snow, I think, by the end of Saturday, from Germany in towards the Low Countries, Belgium, Holland, Netherlands, and heading over in towards southeastern parts of England. Heavy showers and thunderstorms through parts of France and coming down into Spain as well. The eastern part of Mediterranean, much of Eastern Europe actually, looking mostly dry. Bitterly cold, extremely cold, dangerously cold probably for northeastern Europe and western Russia. Those very cold temperatures pushing westwards through Scandinavia, through Poland, in towards northern Germany as well, becoming ever colder for Ireland, the UK, and down into France as well. Getting cold across Spain and Portugal too, and most of the Mediterranean beginning to cool down a little bit as well as we go through into Saturday. Sunday, we'll have high pressure blocking across the north of Europe, bitterly cold, easy winds screaming across many northern and western parts of Europe, and low pressure developing ever more down through the southern part of Europe as well. Warmest upper air temperatures are shunted off into the southeastern corner. Most parts of northern Europe look bitterly cold, and that minus 10 Celsius iceberg is pushing ever further westwards, heading in towards the UK and Ireland as well, turning cooler for France, Spain and Portugal. Mostly dry but freezing cold for Scandinavia and northeast Europe, a few snow showers and snow flows around. Outbreaks of snow stretching from Ukraine, Poland, through Germany, in towards Belgium, Holland, Netherlands, and on in towards parts of eastern England as well. Big showers and thunderstorms, dumping lots of snow over the Alps, of course, through southern parts of Germany and going down in towards the Alpine region as well. Heavy showers and thunderstorms through Italy, and showers begin to break out through the central bowl of the Med as well. More rain coming in towards Portugal, mostly dry through Greece and Turkey, and heading up into the Balkans. Mildest temperatures are in the east and southeast Europe, so looking really quite mild, for example, in the Balkans, and usually so over towards the Black Sea. Coming down to southeast and Med, quite mild there. But northern, central and western Europe looks freezing cold, with all areas from Ireland all the way back to Russia generally struggling to see temperatures getting much above freezing on Sunday afternoon. And then that takes us through into Monday, where most of northern, central, west Europe being engulfed in an extremely cold spell of weather. So it's going to be the coldest spell of many parts of northern, western, and central Europe since the beach from the east at the end of the winter of 2017-18. So bitterly cold, east winds coming all the way in from the Urals across most parts of northern Europe via this blocking area of high pressure in the North Sea, low pressure jet stream being diverted southwards, so becoming ever more unsettled really through the Med as the low pressure plunges southwards and takes low pressure with it. Upper air temperatures look like that real north-south split. Bitterly cold again from Ireland and the UK all the way back to the west and northwest of Russia. You can see how this long fetch east-northeasterly is dragging in that very cold air across northern Europe. And conversely, it is relatively mild, relatively mild through most of the Med. Particularly so in this southeastern corner of Med, with still the wind coming out of Africa a little bit. But there will be outbreaks of rain breaking out, of course, through Med. Showers along with spells of rain too. That's how precipitation looks for Monday. So again, we've got heavy showers, possibly thunderstorms through parts of Spain, Portugal. That'll turn precipitation will turn readily to snow over Pyrenees. Most parts of the Med at risk of showers as well, and more showers breaking out in towards Greece and Turkey also. Going further northwards, of course, with such cold temperatures, most of the precipitation, or all of the precipitation really, will be snow, to be honest, by Monday across northern, western and central parts of Europe. A huge dump of snow that's possible there through Poland in towards the Ukraine. Mostly dry still under that high pressure over Scandinavia, but will be extremely cold. And then snow showers coming across the North Sea into like UK, particularly eastern parts of England and Scotland. Bitterly cold on Monday as well, freezing cold through most parts of northern Europe, with temperatures staying well below freezing by day and by night. It is getting cooler, despite the warm upper air temperatures getting cooler through the Mediterranean as well, as it's turning more unsettled. East winds are maintained into Tuesday, stays bitterly cold again across much of northern Europe. Again, low pressure, looks like it's heading down into the Mediterranean with that jet stream as well. Upper air temperatures remain really cold through most of northern Western Europe and northwestern Europe as well. So extremely cold in the north, warmer down in the south, but of course more unsettled across southern parts of Europe. Precipitation-wise, becoming increasingly unsettled, you'll notice, through the Med, with heavy showers and thunderstorms breaking out through most parts of the Mediterranean as the low pressure jet stream is diverted southwards. So it looks very wet through Spain and Portugal. Those heavy showers and thunderstorms extend through the central bowl of the Med over towards Italy. Heavy showers possible for parts of Balkans as well, and heading down in towards Greece also. Northern Europe, again, the emphasis with that very cold weather is on a lot of dry conditions, but there will be snow showers and longer spells of snow around in places in what will be a bitterly cold easterly wind. That's how the temperatures becoming increasingly severely cold, really, across northern and western Europe. Even into the UK, I think we'll be struggling to get the temperature above freezing by the early part of next week. Most parts of northern and western and northwest Europe locked into the freezer by Tuesday. Going down into the Med, it is becoming cooler there as well, as those heavy showers and storms are breaking out. So that takes us through to Wednesday. The Scandinavian high goes on. The easterly winds continue. Low pressure is starting to head in off the Atlantic, though, starting to try and move into that area of high pressure. Upper air temperatures still looking bitterly cold through most parts of Europe, from either the UK and West all the way over to the west of Russia and the northwest of Russia. Extremely cold temperatures, upper air temperatures and surface temperatures pushing from east to west. Not as cold with upper air temperatures down in the Med, but of course the price paid that will be more energy and also heavy showers and thunderstorms. Precipitation-wise, again, northern Europe, the emphasis on dry weather under that area of high pressure, but freezing cold. There will be some snow showers around, perhaps a little bit more in way of snow coming towards Norway as well. Heavy showers and thunderstorms, torrential rain from Italy over the Adriatic in towards the southeastern portion of Europe as well. And they'll have cloud and outbreaks of rain begin to move in from the Atlantic towards southern Ireland and over through Bay of Biscay and down into Spain and Portugal as well. Could be some torrential rain moving through there. Freezing cold again on Wednesday through most parts of northern, central and western Europe. The temperature remains locked into the freezer, well below freezing day and night, even back to Ireland and the UK. Coldest temperatures, of course, are for northern, northeastern parts of Europe. Down in the Med, it's not as cold, it's reasonably mild, but there will be those heavy showers and thunderstorms. And then Thursday, we'll see the high pressure still there over Scandinavia, still keeping most of northern Europe locked into the freeze. This low pressure moving in off the Atlantic, starting to heading towards UK and Ireland, trying to bring a return of the milder westerly winds. But it looks like it's going to be a struggle. There'll probably be a snow event involved with that for parts of the UK and Ireland. Down in the Mediterranean, perhaps becoming a little bit less unsettled as the ridge begins to start developing through the Med. Upper air temperatures, well, still freezing cold through most parts of northern Europe, beginning to try and turn a bit milder across Ireland and parts of England and Wales. But again, there could well be significant snow involved with that transition, that battle between Atlantic air and the frozen continental air. Down in the Mediterranean, reasonably mild, actually quite warm through some parts of the central Mediterranean, proper north-south split going on. Scandinavia, northeast Europe remains mostly dry on Thursday. Then we'll have snow showers or longer spells of snow really through many of these central and western parts of Europe. Drier through the Med, not as unsettled as it has been, although Spain and Portugal will have heavy rain and thunderstorms. And then outbreaks of sleet and snow probably moving in from the Atlantic in towards France and Ireland, and also into the UK. Could be some significant snow in with that. Temperatures, again, most parts of northern, central, western and northwest Europe remain locked into the freezer. Down into the southwest of Europe, it is milder there. Most parts of Med look quite mild. I mean, I'll run you on up to day 10. Gradually, this area of low pressure starts to move in from the Atlantic. It's a real struggle. Most of northern Europe into the weekend of the 13th, 14th February will remain freezing cold and, very, very cold, not just northern Europe. But this low pressure will bring outbreaks of sleet and snow northwards and eastwards through Ireland and the UK, and then we'll possibly start to introduce something a little bit milder in towards Ireland and the UK, although Scotland looks like they're still stuck in those east-south-easty winds. Most parts of northern Europe looking freezing cold again, but gradually I think the milder temperatures are beginning to move in from off the Atlantic. But it is a real struggle, this, and there's no guarantee actually, but it will turn milder through that middle weekend of February. Just got to wait and see. When the easterly gets established, it can take a long time. When it gets going, it can take a long time to get rid of it. So we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, it's going to be a very, very cold and very wintry week through much of northern Europe this week. Going to be the coldest week, I think, in most places for like 3 years. So it's going to be very, very bitterly cold. And stay warm, stay safe, and look after yourself, because it is going to be pretty severe, I think, across much of northern, eastern, northeastern, and central Europe. And those very cold temperatures will back into the west and the northwest as well. Right, if you enjoyed this European Outlook, please smash your like button. Let us know in the comments what you think. Make sure you sub to the channel. We'll do it all over again next Thursday. We're going to be back with a 10 to 14 day update, including all of the regular features, and we have Snow Watch for you tonight. For this video, for European Outlook for this week, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.